Hello guys, welcome back to FID by OMAR. This is Omar Serna and thank you for joining me today. Today this is tutorial lesson 105, and if you haven't visited the other lessons, please do so. You're gonna learn a lot from those lessons. I also have some more advanced videos where I'm drawing some other buildings. You might want to visit those for reference. And if this is your first time being here, well, welcome. Please subscribe and please click that bell button so you can get notified every time I load up a video. All right. The purpose of doing all these videos is to help you become a great drafter designer, and if you follow all these videos, eventually you're gonna learn how to do a house plan, or do some other buildings that you might be working on. All right. So in today's lesson, it's going to be a very quick lesson. I'm going to be teaching you about layers. All right, layers. What are layers? Let's see. So if we go here to the menu bars, you're going to see a button that says layers. Go ahead and click layer property. When you hit layer properties, this other window or this other menu is going to come out, and if you just open this drawing, it's just going to be just a zero layer in there, right? So every time that you are drawing a plan, you want to have layers, and the reason why you want to have layers is so you can have more control of your plan. Now each layer, you want to specify it as whatever you're gonna be using it. For example, let's say you're doing a floor plan of a house, and you want to have the layers for the exterior wall, layers for interior wall, layers for plumbing fixtures, layers for furniture, layers for dimensions, layers for annotations, and so on. And why do you want to have all that in different layers? Well, so you can have more control. Let's say, and I haven't teach you how to do the freeze and turn on and all this stuff, but after this one, I'm gonna show you how to do that. That way you can turn on and turn off layers. Also, layers are good to create a thickness in your drawing. So different layers might be different thicknesses, different layers might be also different types of lines and stuff like that, right? So in this tutorial, I'm just gonna teach you how to do different layers, and later on we'll jump in on how to make them different line weight and stuff like that. Okay, so if when you have this menu bar, you're gonna see that every time you let go of the mouse, if you put your cursor away from that menu bar, it's gonna close. So if you put it closer, it's gonna open. If you want to leave it open, all you need to do is click on this little line or this little arrow, and it just stays there. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, so I can draw here on the side. So like right now, automatically your first layer is gonna be 0. That's what it comes with. So let's put line for L for line, and let's just draw one line in there. Now this line is drawn at this layer 0. And how do I know it is drawn on that layer? If you click on it and then you you go to you click on it, you put right click and you put properties. You're gonna have another menu more. You can move this one up just so you can have both of them there. Let's put this one down here. You're gonna see another or another what do you call it, another menu that is gonna tell you everything about this line. So you click on it and it's gonna tell you what color it is, which is by layer, which is white, and layer 0. You see how it's layer 0, the line type, the scale, and so much more. And for right now, I'm not gonna go into all of those details, but I'm just gonna I just want to teach you about layers. So this is the way you know that that is in that layer. All right, so let's say that you want to create a different layer. How do you do that? Well, you go here to the first button, and if you click on it, it's just going to create another layer. Automatically, it's going to say layer 1. Okay, so for right now, let's just leave it as that, as layer 1. And later on, you can name it whatever you want. If you're doing a some cabinetry, you can label it millwork line or whatever it is. Okay, but for right now, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, layer 1. Now, let's say I wanna make a different color on that. I'm just gonna put red right here, put red right there, and then you see this little check mark. This little check mark is saying that the layer that you're currently on is on layer 0. So if I draw, I'm always gonna draw on layer 0. But if I wanna start drawing on layer 1, all I have to do is double click it and it just jumps to it. Or let's go back, let's put this one. Or also I can click on this one and then wait, yeah, click on this one and then put this little symbol, the last one that says set current, boom, and it just makes it current. Now let's see what happens. Put L, enter, and you see how now I have a different color and it's a different layer. And how do we know it's a different layer, or how do we know what's the name of the layer? Once again, you click on it and then you well, in this case, since you already have the properties here, you don't have to. All you need to do is click on it and then just kind of go over here and open your property menu, and then it's just gonna say layer 1. You see, layer 1. Okay, so and that's how you create layers. The same thing again. You want to do another layer 2. Let's just name this one, I'm just gonna say color green, just so you know that you can change the name of that. So let's click on that layer, let's put color green, and then once again, this is not your current layer either. You can click on, since it's already highlighted, you can click on this one, or you can just double click on that and it's just gonna bring it up to the current layer. Then you go here, you can draw whatever you want. So let's just do a kind of a shape here, and you see it created that layer. Okay, so that's how you do layers. Now each layer, like later on, like I tell you, I'm gonna teach you how to have each layer in a different language, but right now it's just a very simple tutorial. So each layer, you can, now that we have 3 layers here, you can turn on and turn off one layer. Like either you can go here and you see this little symbol of a light bulb, then you can click it and okay, well, yeah, the current layer will be turned off. What do you want me to do? Layer turn off, yes. All right, So sometimes it doesn't let you because you're in that current layer, right? So you see how it just turned off. Let's turn off the layer 1, which is the red one, and it just turns off. The layer, if you pan, if you zoom on or whatever, the layer, the drawing or the line is still gonna stay there. It's just turned off. and and as you draw a lot of plants and you start doing a lot of dimensions and blocks here and there later on, you're gonna learn all of that. This comes very handy because you can move things around and hide some walls and stuff like that. Let's turn them back on. Now, you can also freeze. Let's go ahead and click on that. Okay, on the freeze command, it doesn't let you freeze the layer that you are currently on. So let's just freeze the other ones, and then you see how the other ones turned off. Now you might say, well, it's the same thing as freezing and turning layers on and off. So later on, I'm gonna teach you what is the difference between those two. But for this lesson, I just wanted to teach you what you can do with the layers. What else can you do? You can lock those layers. So let's go ahead and lock these two layers, the 0 and the layer 1, and the color green is not locked. So what's locked? So let's say you wanted to erase and you highlight everything. Check this out. It's not gonna erase it. Why? Because it's locked. Let's put enter. Let's say you wanted to move. You highlight everything. It doesn't move. Only the ones that are not locked, it's gonna move. But the ones that are locked, it stays there. It doesn't matter if you touch it. It stays there. You can't do anything with it. They're just locked. The lines are there. And this is good sometimes if you don't want people to move anything. You can lock it and then send it to them so they can fix some other stuff or that they might be working on. But you want to make sure that they don't move a certain line or whatever, or a certain block or whatever. You can lock it. Alright, so to unlock, all you need to do is unlock it. And if you wanted to change the color of the layers, all you need to do is click right here, and then it has a bunch of color here and right here. It doesn't matter where you got it, and yeah, like that. That's your layer command. And then to the line type, automatically whenever you create a layer, it's gonna give you the layer the line type that was already there. So if you click on the line type, it's gonna give you solid line, right? So to load some more different lines, you're gonna go here to load, and then you're gonna see different types of lines. So let's just call layer 0 a center line, and make sure you click it again, and you see how it changed that line to center. What happens to the actual drawing? It changes to center line. You see, very simple. Now you don't wanna you always want to have the layers adjusted in here. Like, in other words, you can also change, if you click on it and you go to property, and you can change the color here, yellow, you see, you can change it here, but you don't want to do that. The reason why is because if you change the color here on the property, what it does is this line is only gonna change. But if you start drawing again with that what was this one? This is layer 1. Okay, if you start drawing again with layer 1, you see how it didn't change. So you always want to change it from this layer command instead of the property command. You always want to have this one that says by layer, because this is the layer. Why? Once you start drawing big houses, you're gonna see that why is it very necessary to change it from the layer and not from the property command. Because let's say that you change all of them to from here, from this layer, and you change it to, let's just put in any color right there. But each layer, later on, you're gonna see each layer has their own line weight, or each color has their own line weight once we set it up. And then if you wanted to change this color, let's see, this one is layer 1. Check this out. If I want to change this color to blue, it's not gonna change it. So now if that blue is a different line type or a different line weight, sorry, different line weight, these ones are not gonna be in that line weight. You see? So that's why it's very necessary for this to be in the layer of the by layer, which is this one, and not the one from the property. So let's go ahead and go back here and change it to the one that says by layer. The same thing with the line type. You want to change it in here, and you don't want to change it in here, because this would only change the lines that you're touching, and this would change all the lines that are in that property. Okay, that is the layer command. And well, I also touch about the property command, so that will help you out on that. So let's go ahead and close this windows or these menus. And if you go to here to layer, you can also turn off layers and on layer, or turn on and off layers from here, or freeze and unfreeze. So if you go to here, you're gonna see how this is freeze command, and all you need to do is click on it. Oops, sorry, click on it. It just freezes. So if you go back to the layers, if you wanna unfreeze, either you do undo if you just did it, or you can also go to yeah, click on this line, this button says thaw out layer, so they just turn it on. Or you can also go to previous, which is the last layer you did. Okay, later on I'll show you how to work on this isolate and all the stuff that we are good on over here. And for this layer, we can do a make current layer. So like right now, you see we are in layer 1, but let's say I wanted to change it to this one, which is layer color green. You see how now I'm current on that one. So if I draw, I'm just gonna draw on that line and that layer. So yeah, guys, this is a very short lesson 105 of layers and properties. So please like it, share it, and let's continue to learn about layers and how to draw. Thank you very much.